I get very emotional, I laughed and I cried. Something beautiful happened because of the subject of the film, A lot of people in the team started to share stories about their family. And so every day we had a very beautiful conversation.
Every person has a story. Some stories make us laugh, some challenge us.
Some stay with us long after they're over.
But sometimes the most meaningful part of a story isn't the ending.
It's the conversation that begins afterwards.
Welcome to Beyond Our Stories. I'm Ali.
I'm Stephanie.
And today we're joined by Marine Bohin, the lead actress of L'Enfant.
Hi, everyone.
Bonjour, maman. Je vais devoir partir quelques jours pour des trucs familiaux.
Ah ouais? Rien de grave, j'espère.
On a du nouveau? Rémi sait si elle s'est réveillée ou...
Ah, oh, moi, tu sais, moi, j'en sais pas plus que vous, hein. J'ai les infos au compte-gouttes.
On dira ce qu'on voudra quand même, mais heureusement qu'elle fait des tentatives de suicide, maman. Hein. On se verra jamais, si.
Pardon! Hé, le bus! Stop! Ah, bah, tu es venu finalement. Je suis contente de te voir. Réveille, mais où tu vas comme ça?
Tu comptes tenir quoi, ta mère?
T'es ma mère, donc j'imagine que je t'aime. Mais j'ai besoin de distance pour pouvoir t'aimer. Parce que après, j'arrive plus. Je m'abîme. Je te dis au revoir, maman.
In the movie, Marine brings remarkable honesty and sensitivity to a character who is trying to find her place while navigating family, love, uncertainty, and the complicated process of growing into herself.
And today we want to hear about her role, but also about Marine as a person behind the story on screen. We will talk about Marine's journey into acting, the experiences that shaped her. If she wants to share it with us, then also about the fears and dreams that she carries and what she has learned about identity, happiness, and becoming the person that she is today.
Marine, welcome to Beyond Our Stories. We are very happy to have you with us.
I'm really happy to be with you today.
Before we start, was acting always a dream of you, or did life surprise you? And were you always creative?
Honestly, acting was not a dream. When I was younger, when I was a child, I didn't feel allowed to dream about this, because I come from a small town, from the suburbs, I come from a violent and poor town, and I don't have artists in my family. So no, I didn't dream about acting, about being an actress. No. Yeah, I mean, it was, for me, acting was like a hobby, but it was not a job. It was not realistic for me to think about it as a job.
Mm-hmm. But you said it was a hobby, so you were acting already?
Yes. I mean, as a hobby, I used to act in plays during 10 years. During 10 years, yes, during when I was a teenager.
Okay. And do you remember the first movie or the play that made you think, I want to do this, I want to act?
This is kind of sad, but no, I don't remember, because when I was a child or even a teenager, I didn't see in movies many complex and strong female characters. So I wasn't able to relate, It was not possible for me. And I mean, this is something new in cinema, to have a strong female character, interesting female character. This is really new, and this is great.
And so what made you then say, oh, but I have to start acting now, even though it wasn't, you weren't surrounded by actors. It wasn't like part of your planned journey.
When I was a child, I was, often on stage. I mean, I loved it, obviously. So, because I was not shy, and I loved acting and dancing and writing too, and drawing. Well, I was really creative, and so I think maybe it was a natural way for me to act and to start get involved in many projects. And I met a lot of people when I was in my 20s. I met a lot of people who want to do cinema, who wanted to do some film. And this is how I began. I get involved in many, projects without money, without anything. And we tried at this time, we tried to do some film without money. And it was incredibly interesting because I think this is the best way to make movies, without money, but with a lot of passion.
Okay, that's very interesting. And you said that you had a different childhood because you were in a small town and in a specific family. What kind of child were you? Because
I was
many of listeners and viewers might ask, okay, she said she had a different childhood. So
no, not at all. No. I had a very loving family. Really? No, it was really okay.
okay,
No. I had a very loving family. I was surrounded by a lot of people, a lot of friends. I was all the time surrounded with a lot of people. I was very full of life. As I said, I was not shy at all. So, yeah, I was full of energy. And I was always playing, doing stuff, inventing, other world.
Mhm.
So I was in my own head too.
it's very visible on your Instagram profile, for example,
Really?
how full of energy you are and how playful you are. That's amazing.
And you said earlier that you didn't see so many great female characters, strong female characters in theaters and on screen. Was there, I'm just curious, maybe there wasn't, but maybe was there a male character that you thought, oh, I wish that was written for a woman? Because I wish to play around like that.
One of my first memory in theater is The Fifth Element from Luc Besson. And maybe I wished it was me, but not for the woman, for the man, I mean, So maybe at this time I wanted to be Bruce Willis. Maybe, yes. I don't know. This is the first thing. It came to me.
Yeah, that's also a complicated question. I couldn't also answer it from the top end. I was just curious.
You said you have a lot of friends, and you had also a lot of friends. How would your friends describe you in 3 words? What do you think?
Funny, I guess. I hope. Funny, full of life. I think. I can be exhausting sometimes. I think. So this is not always a good thing. And I really hope people think I'm kind, because I know this is like a cliche, but I think really kindness is the most precious value, really. So I really hope my friends think I'm a kind person.
You hope that your friends believe that you are kind.
Yes,
Yeah,
I hope
okay,
so.
good. Yeah, that's if someone has a lot of friends, that's definitely the case, that people believe that this person is kind, because people love to be friends with kind people and not with not kind people, let's say. So I believe that's the case, because you are a kind person and you are an amazing person. So that's why you have a lot of friends.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
From this conversation that we had until now, I believe that you experienced that sometimes people misunderstand something about you and about being an actress.
Yes. Yes.
What is that in for you? What do people misunderstand from you and from being an actress that you encountered until now?
Oh, from being an actress, many things. Being an actress is an unfair job, really, because most of the time you work very hard and nothing happens. So it's really frustrating. It's really complicated, to stay strong, and to keep on doing this job. Because, you can have a wonderful part in a wonderful movie, and the next month you have nothing. I don't think people realize this. You can go to 20 audition and succeed at only 1 or even 0. So it's really hard. It's really hard, really. Yeah.
It means that this is also the hardest part of becoming an actress, right?
Yeah, and even when you already are an actress, it's it's gonna be a complicated job until the end of your life, because nothing is I don't know how to say in English. En français, it's rien n'est jamais acquis. Nothing is granted.
Mm-hmm.
This is it? Okay. So when you're an actress, nothing is granted. Ever.
You can't take anything for granted. Yeah.
Yes, never. And this is so disturbing sometimes,
Yeah. So when you're describing this, were there ever moments where you felt like you wanted to quit or look into another profession?
Yeah, every day. Every day. No, but there is one thing about me which is special. I am an actress, but I am a journalist too. I am a journalist specialized in cinema. So this is particular, because I have 2 jobs and I'm very passionate about these 2 jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So when one of my 2 jobs doesn't work very well, I have another one and I can focus on my second job. And this is a great thing, I think. Yeah. Because I'm always busy. So I don't have too much time to overthink. So this
that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's good. Yeah. And do you think you can learn with doing one job, you can learn for the other? Like when you're working as a journalist, you learn for acting and the other way around?
Yes. Okay. Maybe I'm gonna need to answer in French for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Je pense que le fait d'être comédien et d'être journaliste, surtout spécialisé en cinéma, ce sont 2 métiers en fait qui se complètent et qui s'interpénètrent l'un et l'autre. C'est-à-dire que en étant journaliste spécialisé en cinéma, le fait d'être actrice me permet de comprendre le cinéma d'une autre façon parce que je fais aussi partie des personnes qui le fabriquent. Et donc, je sais ce que c'est que d'être sur un plateau. Je sais ce que c'est que d'être devant une caméra. Donc, je sais ce que les acteurs ressentent. Je sais exactement ce que la plupart des gens ne savent pas, c'est-à-dire comment est-ce qu'on fabrique un film. Donc, en tant que journaliste, c'est vraiment un atout. À l'inverse, en tant que comédienne, le fait d'être journaliste cinéma et donc d'avoir une certaine culture par rapport à l'histoire du cinéma, et aussi d'avoir avoir des notions d'analyse de film, ça fait qu'aussi que je vois les films d'une autre façon, j'ai un regard analytique dessus. Voilà. Et en tant que comédienne, c'est très intéressant parce que ça me permet en fait d'avoir aussi un certain recul, pas forcément sur les films que je fais, mais en tout cas sur les rôles que j'ai et sur ce que je veux et sur ce que je ne veux pas. En tant que journaliste, j'ai un regard sur le cinéma qui est très féministe et ça me permet aussi de savoir en tant que comédienne ce que je ne veux pas faire. Sorry, it was so long. So
do you want to translate it yourself or do you want me to try to translate the gist of it?
Maybe
what do you feel more comfortable with?
If you can to summarize.
I'll try
if this is possible.
Yeah. So you said both jobs inform each other. So, when you're working as a journalist, you get the information from being an actress that you know what it's like to be in front of the camera and you understand the creative process that goes into it. So, that is helping you as a journalist. And then when you're working as an actor, it helps you to have the journalistic background with all the analysis and movie history that you can then also bring to what's asked of you as an actress. That's really just a broad summary of it.
This is perfect. Thank you so much. Oh, yes. And there is also one thing I hate about being an actress. It's, and maybe people don't realize how much this is horrible. This is being an actor, being an actress. It's a very competitive job, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I really hate it because you have to be picked, you know. You have to be chosen, and there is one role, there is one part, and there are like 20 actors.
Yeah.
There is only one part. And so you have to be picked. By one thing I don't like about this job is that you always compare to others, to other women, to other actress, and this is not healthy, you know?
Yeah. And I'm also working as an actor. So sometimes it's also a challenge to compare yourself to other versions of yourself. Yeah. Like today, I'm not feeling as confident as I was 2 days ago, or looking at your body all the time and analyzing it. At least that happens for me too. So like you're always in comparison with other people and yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. I get that.
Yes, and you know, sometimes you don't feel confident, but you have to be on set, and you have to play, and you have to act, and you have to be, beautiful, and you have to give the most that you can give. And this is really, sometimes this is complicated to be at your best.
Yeah, but you were chosen for the role for Belle Enfant.
Mm-hmm.
How did that happen? How did you get involved?
Well, this is a beautiful story because I became friend with Jim, so the director of Belle Enfant. I met him many years ago. It was like 10 years ago, I think, maybe more. And he knew me because he saw me in short film. I think it was that in short film, and he loved my energy. And okay, and so he asked me to meet him, and we talked a lot, and it was really great, and we became friends really quickly because this is a great guy. He's a really, really great guy and a great person. Yeah. And he told me because you know he's famous author that is in comic book.
Okay.
He does a comic book.
Yeah.
And so, he's very famous for this. But, so 10 years ago, he wanted to do, his own film, his first film. And, he told me, that he was thinking about me for the main part. And I was like, okay, let's do this. So, but after this, it was a long journey, you know, between the first version of the script and the first day on set. It was very, very long. Yeah.
At the beginning, after you met with Jim and talked about the movie Belle Enfant, he told you about their story, right?
Yes, he told me about the story.
Yeah. What was your reaction after the first time reading the full script? Because telling a story in a personal meeting is very different than reading the full script to understand the whole storyline and everything. So what was your reaction after that?
Well, I get very emotional, you know. I laughed and I cried when I read the script, really. And I was like, okay, I want to do it. I really want to do it. Now I really want, because I want I want to be Emily. Yeah.
And is Emily in the movie is anything similar to Marine in real life?
I think Emily is really angry, and she acts like a teenage girl, but she's not a teenage girl. And so I'm not like this. Well, I hope so. I'm not full of anger like her because I know how to communicate. and she doesn't. And this is the biggest issue in her life with her family. But I think we are, both of us are intense, are really intense. Yeah.
Yeah. For us in this podcast, it's about the stories and the stories that stay with us even after the credits roll. Is there any particular scene or particular part of the movie that stayed with you even until now?
Well, I don't want to spoil,
Yeah, for sure.
But the last scenes were very special for me and for all the team. But there is one scene, and it is not in the movie. It has been cut. And it stayed with me for a good reason, because I was supposed to swim in the sea and to sit on a rock. But I felt like many sting, like many bites around my butt,
Okay.
So I get out of the water because I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? and my butt was so red.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So red and covered with bites. And it was really painful, and it gets like worse and worse. And it was and we thought I had to go to the hospital. It was an emergency, but no, because it was, well, I sat on venomous animals. Animals.
I don't know what that is.
Venomous. This is a kind of seafood. No.
Yeah.
Animals, this is like this is creatures,
Oh,
like very colorful creatures with a little arms.
Yeah.
what
and-
are they
and this-
called in English? I don't know.
This is not animals. Okay, I thought
I
it
don't
was
know.
Animals. I don't know.
The listeners and the viewers who are listening and watching right now, they can comment what this sea creature is. So feel free to write down your thoughts, what it could be or it was. So we are very curious to hear your thoughts. Yeah. Before we continue our conversation, I'd like to take a moment and tell our listeners and viewers about Aleph Cine Stream and where they can watch Balanfa. At Aleph Cine Stream, we believe the best stories don't just entertain us. They stay with us. They help us understand ourselves, the people we love, and the world around us. That's why we carefully curate the movies from around the world, bringing meaningful stories to audiences who are looking for something genuine and unforgettable.
If today's conversation got you interested in watching Bel Enfant, you can do so by going to Aleph Cine Stream, ac-stream.com, and you can watch it in the United States, the UK, Canada, Germany, Spain, and Italy. The movie is in French, but you can watch it with subtitles, English, French, German, Spanish, and Italian. So it's accessible, and the story is easy to follow with the subtitles as well. So you are very welcome to watch Bel Enfant and see Marine in the movie.
Yeah. So now we go back to our conversation with Marine. Bel Enfant touches on family and identity. Did working on it change the way you think about either of those things, about family, about identity, and about yourself?
I don't really know, but what I know is, during the filming, something beautiful happened because of the subject of the film, A lot of people in the team started to share stories about their family. And so every day we had a very beautiful conversation and very deep conversation. And we shared a lot of things. And it was, well, yes, we shared a lot of things about this topic, especially. And it was, no, it was really moving and it was really caring. Mm.
I think that's also the experience that viewers will have when they watch it, that it feels like it
Yes.
cracks something open and they want to they want to reflect more on their situation and talk about it. So yeah,
I hope
think
so.
it's beautiful.
Yes. Mm.
Yeah, and why do you think stories like L'Enfant matter nowadays more than ever?
You know, when we did some public screenings, a lot of people said to us after the screening that the movie made them want to say I love you to their own family. So I think this is important and this is a good thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If someone watches L'Enfant today, what do you hope they feel while watching the movie?
I think and I hope they're going to be full of tears and full of love and full of hope. I think. Maybe I think people are going to have a good time in front of Bel Enfant because, you know, I think at the end of the film, it's like maybe we are your family too. And we are your friends. I think maybe, I don't know, maybe viewers going to have this impression.
Yeah, I think they could.
Yeah, because it was very emotional for me while I was watching. I had moments that I was laughing, and I had moments that I had tear in my eyes, and I cried because of the emotional scenes. It was I felt really connected to their story, and it was very amazing. And still, that's a couple of weeks ago, and I still think about some specific scenes from the movie that comes into my mind, and then think, yeah, okay, that's a good thing.
And can I ask you what is your favorite scene?
My favorite scene is the scene. I don't want to spoil it, but my favorite scene is the scene that the three sisters are sitting and talking about the mother and say, we should accept that.
Oh, okay.
Accept them, and they vote for that. Because it's in every family and every situation that not everyone is happy with, and they need to at least understand that and let it go, because sometimes sticking to something specific doesn't help further, and it makes it even harder to understand and to at least forgiving yourself. So that was a very very emotional scene for me as well, while I was crying that in that particular scene. So I don't want to spoil it for the listeners and the viewers. So check out the movie on Alef Stream, watch it, and then come back here and comment what scene is your favorite scene from the movie.
And my favorite scene is the scene where the three sisters connect again and you're talking about your dating life.
Okay.
And
in the car.
In the car.
Yes, in the car. What I think is so beautiful about it is that the dating lives are so different, and you all judge yourself about it, but in a very lighthearted, sisterly way. So like, I think the audience can really connect with that. That it didn't feel judged, and it just felt like, we're just talking, and we can say whatever is happening without having any fear. And I love that. And I think, all the characters, it's very easy to identify with the characters too. Like, for the viewers, I think there is a character that they can definitely identify with in one of the four women.
What is your favorite scene, Marine? You played in the movie, but you probably have one favorite scene that you like the most. Even if you are not in that particular scene, it can be also possible.
Okay. Oh, can I change the question a little bit?
Yes.
Can we ask you, what was your favorite scene to play and what's your favorite scene to watch?
Well, you know, when I watch the movie, I act at the same time, you know, as my character.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah, I do the
So-
same thing. Yes.
So it's a bit exhausting for me because I truly live the movie. My favorite scene. Oh, this is not easy, you know. Uh, okay, I know. When I have dinner with Baptiste Le Capin, who
Yeah.
is my partner in the film. Yeah, when we have dinner and we start to appreciate each other and we drink a lot. It was not real alcohol, but yes, and a lot of the part of this scene was improvised. It was not written. It was not in the script.
Okay.
Yes, and I really loved to do this scene, and I love to watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. And I don't remember the second part of your question. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there was basically both, which scene you like to play and which scene you like to watch. So you answered it.
Yes. This is good.
Yeah.
And also I loved watching you play drunk because it came so natural. Like, I think that's the best version of playing drunk that I've ever seen.
Oh, thank you. This is the best compliment. Yes, because this is really hard. Well,
Yeah.
not to get drunk. This is easy to get drunk, but
To play
this is
drunk.
hard to play drunk. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. And, yeah, so thank you. Thank you so much.
Now, after playing in the movie Blanfort, and it's now available also to stream, what do you think? What kind of conversations do you wish people had more often? Because the movie is about, as we said already, it's about identity, family, love, and understanding, and finding ourselves. In your opinion, what kind of conversation
Oh,
should people have more often?
I think people should talk about how they evolve, you know, because everyone change. But I mean, people change, and this is a proof of intelligence. This is a good thing. But I think, yeah, we should talk about it, you know, with friends, with family. Like, I was like that, you know, but I'm not like that anymore. I've changed. And yeah, we should have conversation about that specific topic.
But for that, we also need to know that we actually changed. So that takes also
Yes.
some reflection, right?
Yes. Yeah, this is true. And this is not easy. Yes. To look at ourselves. Yes, this is,
Yeah.
it's not an easy thing. Yeah, this is true.
And I think that happens in the movie too. There are some realizations that just come out of conversations because they just come out of your character or one of the other sisters, for example, where it just seems like it spills out of them and they realize where they're having this hard conversation.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Being a journalist and at the same time being an actress, it's very interesting because I believe that you learn a lot of things that you didn't even know before, right? From new movies, from meeting new people or talking to new people, directors, actors,
Yes.
producers, writers, and many others. What is something that journalism or being an actress or playing in a movie taught you that no acting school ever could?
Okay. I think when you are an actress, especially, I think you really need, if you want to be a good actress, you really need to have a life full of excitement, full of new experiences, because you cannot have a boring life if you want to be a good actress, because you have to feed yourself, you know, you have to feed yourself, you have to meet new people, you get some mental food with all these new experiences. And so what I learned is you need to live something new every day. This can be a tiny thing, you know, but you need to live something new every day.
That's interesting. And this could also mean that you might be full of surprise for people. So if someone meets you,
Yes.
and start meeting you for a couple of times on events or starting, let's say, at the beginning of a friendship, what could surprise people when they get to know you? That they don't really know, or they don't understand in the first 1-2 minutes.
Okay. Maybe three things. I'm very sensitive. I can get emotional very quickly, very quickly. I mean, I walk in the street and I say something like, I know, a pigeon, and I start crying. And secondly, I am full of doubt. I mean, this is crazy and this is too much. I'm very full of doubt all the time, all the time. And I eat a lot of cheese.
Okay.
Yes, very. I eat a lot of cheese. Mm.
Okay, that's good.
Every day, every day.
Okay, you said that you are very, very, very emotional, and you are full of doubts. What brings you joy in life the most?
A lot of things. Cheese.
Okay.
So cheese.
Cheese? Yeah, for sure. That's good.
That's easy to find joy then for you, right?
Yeah, that's
French
easy.
cheese. No. A lot of things bring me joy every day. I mean, cinema, obviously, and I have the chance to see movie every day in my life. My friends, my boyfriend, my dog. This is a cliche, but
Okay.
no, I can feel really happy sometimes just when I watch the sky. This is I mean, very simple life can bring me joy. Fortunately,
That's amazing. That's amazing.
I don't
because-
cry all the time. That's okay.
For sure. Yeah, that's for sure. No, but that's amazing because many people out there, they expect either too much, or they think they are not good enough, and they can't have joy in life. But it's easy to have joy with even small things if we just focus on them and take them seriously. That's amazing, and it can help us to understand the life, understand ourselves, and also running better. And that's really amazing to hear. That is the case for you. If people remember just one thing after this conversation, after hearing this episode and watching this episode, what would you hope it would be?
Well, I hope people are gonna think my English accent is incredible. That's it.
Since you are watching for your job, you have so much experience with movies and so much contact with movies. What movies do you wish would be created more? Like what types of movies? What types of stories?
Well, movies with female characters. This is important, you know. The industry of cinema is changing, and this is a good thing. But this is not quick enough, you know. And we have to see a lot of female characters, complex, strong, interesting. This is so important because as women, we have to relate. We have to identify, and we have to see something else than men on screens.
Okay, we are moving towards the ending of this episode, and we have a signature question at the end of every episode, and this is the same question for every guest that we have. And now we are very curious to hear your thoughts and your opinion and your answer, Marine. What's the one story or a movie, even a personal experience, that changed the way you see people?
This is like a moment, but long moment. You know, after the Me Too movement, women start to act differently with each other, and women start to discuss about their trauma, and we start to share stories about violence, about trauma. And I realized that every woman has a story about violence. and every woman is kind of traumatized. And it made me, realize that everyone has a burden, Everyone keep a secret, and you never know what kind of trauma people try to hide. So you have to be gentle, you really have to be uh, indulgent, because you never know.
You know that we made a feature movie about domestic violence and narcissism and trauma already. The poster is here. I Love You,
Yes,
My Narcissist.
I've seen it on your platform. Yeah. And I
Yeah,
I want to watch it.
yeah, that would be amazing. We are very curious to hear your thoughts about it after watching it. So that would be amazing if you have the time to watch it. Marine, thank you so much for joining us today and for sharing your story with us
Thank you so much.
with such honesty and openness.
Thank you so much.
We
It was
really
really great.
appreciate it.
Yeah, it was really fun, and thanks to you.
Yeah, thank you. And it has been a real pleasure getting
Yeah,
to know
me
you,
too.
not only as an actress, but also the person behind the performance in Blanfort. That's amazing.
We see you too.
And I loved your closing saying that we should start to look into like what other people are going through, because everybody carries a story, and talking about it can also inspire someone else. So that's also why we created this podcast, so that we can spark more conversations. And I hope that today's episode has done just that.
I hope it too.
If you enjoyed this conversation and would like to experience Marine's incredible performance, we highly recommend watching Blanfort, now available on Aleph Cine Stream under www.ac-stream.com. We'll add the link in the description, so feel free to check it out and share with us your thoughts after you watch it.
Yeah. Thank you for listening or watching our podcast, Beyond Our Stories. And if this resonated with you, please consider following the podcast and sharing it with someone who might need to hear it.
Every story begins on the screen, but it continues within us. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Beyond Our Stories.
A new episode of Beyond Our Stories comes out every Thursday. Subscribe to be part of the next conversation, and if this one stayed with you, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments.